crap. Hello. This is Will Croncher, and this is my Blu-Ray collection. Here we have 8 Mile, directed by unknown director. 42, The Jackie Robinson Story, directed by Brian Helgeland. Stanley Kubrick's 2001, A Space Odyssey. John Huston's The African Queen. Ridley Scott's Alien. James Cameron's Aliens. Peyton Reed's Ant-Man. Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now with the Redux. Oh. Denis Villeneuve's Arrival. Kevin Feige's Avengers Age of Ultron. Edgar Wright's Baby Driver. Ridley Scott's Blade Runner. Ryan Coogler's Black Panther. Mel Gibson, The Guy Who Doesn't Like Jews, Braveheart. Paul Feig's Bridesmaids. Joe and Anthony Russo's Captain America, Civil War. Unknown director's Casino Royale. Roman Polanski's Chinatown, directed by Roman Polanski, the sex offender. Orson Welles' Citizen Kane. Stuart Rosenberg's Cool Hand Luke. Yeah, I got this. Kevin Costner's Dances with Wolves. Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight. Richard Linklater's Dazed and Confused. Michael Cimino's The Deer Hunter. What the fuck? Neil Blomkamp's District 9. Joel and Ethan Coen's Fargo. Don't you know? David Fincher's Fight Club. Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather trilogy, with a whole disc of Coppola supplements and behind-the-scenes footage. Oh! And it also came with this nice slip here, but I took that off because it don't fit. Martin Scorsese's Goodfellas. Let's get you all lined up here. Sergio Leone's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Jeremy Saulnier's Green Room, director from my favorite movie studio ever, A24. Quentin Tarantino's underrated The Hateful Eight. Michael Mann's Heat. David Mackenzie's Hell or High Water. Brett Ratner, The Sex Offender's Hercules. Come on, look. Francis Lawrence's The Hunger Games, Catching Fire. Christopher Nolan's Inception. David Robert Mitchell's It Follows. Come on. Peter Jackson's King Kong. Matthew Vaughn's Kingsman: The Secret Service. Jordan Vogt Roberts' Kong, Skull Island. Kubrick triple feature. 2001, again. Stanley Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange and Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Damien Chazelle's La La Land. Chris McKay's The Lego Batman Movie. James Mangold's Logan. Gore Verbinski's The Lone Ranger. Very huge guilty pleasure of mine. Funny story surrounding this one. So I saw this, and obviously it's complete shit. And so I'm like, oh, this Armie Hammer guy, he's in a movie like this. And so earlier last year, I hear about this new movie called Call Me By Your Name, and I'm like, this looks interesting. And then I see Armie Hammer. I'm like, oh, isn't he that guy from that shit movie, Lone Ranger? And then I go purposely out of my way to not see Call Me By Your Name. And then around Oscar season, everybody's like, oh my god, Call Me By Your Name's a fucking masterpiece. And I'm like, oh shit. So yeah. Anton Fuqua's Magnificent Seven. Better than Seven Samurai. Get in there. Come on, man. Fuck. Martin Scorsese's breakout film, Mean Streets. Darren Aronofsky's controversial Mother. It's good. Mario Van Peebles' New Jack City. Sergio Leone's Once Upon a Time in America. David Gordon Green's The Pineapple Express. Hold on a second. Franklin J. Schaffner's Planet of the Apes. I already knew that. I just forgot it. Oliver Stone's Platoon, the second most depressing war movie I own. It's got a bunch of fog and shit on it for my humidifier. And it's got some nice nipples there too. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Ow, my leg. Jim Sharman's The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Edward, what the fuck? Robert Zemeckis' Romancing the Stone. And Louis Teague's The Jewel of the Nile. Brian De Palma's Scarface, which also comes with Howard Hawks' Scarface from 1932. Schindler's List, for the most depressing war movie I own, directed by Steven Spielberg. Probably his last great film. I have not seen Catch Me If You Can or Minority Report yet, but this is probably his last great film besides Lincoln. Cindy Loubet's Serpico. David Fincher's Seven. Frank Darabont's The Shawshank Redemption. Sam Mendes's Skyfall. My first and only Studio Ghibli film, as of yet, Hayao Miyazaki's Spirited Away. Clint Eastwood's Sully, a movie that your dad really enjoyed, but you found kind of boring. Billy Wilder's Sunset Boulevard. Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver. Come on, get in there. Paul Thomas Anderson's There Will Be Blood, starring Daniel Day-Lewis and Paul Dano. This is my favorite fucking movie ever. Jonathan Glazer's Under the Skin. Bryan Singer, The Sex Offenders, The Usual Suspects, starring Kevin Spacey, a sex offender. Martin Scorsese's The Wolf of Wall Street. James Mangold's The Wolverine. Some fucking hacks. World War Z. God, I can't believe David Fincher signed on for that second one. I don't even know what he sees in that. X-Men Days of Future Past, directed by Bryan Singer, a sex offender. Come on, just slide on in there. Frank Capra's You Can't Take It With You. Mel Brooks's Young Frankenstein. Bob Iger's Zootopia. And down here we have Redbox movies that I refuse to return. Here is Joss Whedon's The Avengers. Tina Fey's Not That Funny's Sisters. And Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu's The Revenant. And that'll do it for my Blu-ray collection up here at my dad's. Stay tuned for part 2 so I can show you my smaller Blu-ray collection down at my mom's. And just one more thing of note before the video ends. My DVD collection. And, ooh, fuck. And a nice Dark Knight Trilogy box set courtesy of my friend. That'll do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more things movies. Bye.